Okay, I guess not. So actually, the next team will be. Actually, I wouldn't say he's a junior. I guess all of our jammers and actually people watching us online who watched us on Friday evening know who that person is. It's Team Kukido. And Ralph Bright is going to show his awesome game he made. He's not competing with you juniors. He's just showing what your next games will be if you come to Pro Jam as a pro. So please, Ralph Bright.
Hello. Hi. I just want to let you know I was participating in the juniors just because I like the theme better and I was not competing anyway. So I'm not a junior. That's just making everything clear. But anyway, I wanted to make a quick game about roots. I got the idea of building towers with roots because roots like intertwine and do all those kinds of cool things, right? So I did that, and basically, let me show you what my game is. First of all, you can basically just grow your root like up or actually anywhere. You can grow it in any direction you wanted to grow. But once you start growing it, blocks start appearing, and you cannot let any block fall down, because if you let it fall down, then the game tells you that you suck. So don't do that. Don't suck. But you can start again and try it again. So basically, you can also grab blocks to make them not move anymore, like in terms of physics. And you can also put these little growths down that act like little, how can I say, points of contact that like help you also keep the tower up. I guess that's pretty much it. The game isn't like really complicated. I also have a main menu, I mean a leaderboard in the main menu, so that makes sense. But if you're on the leaderboard, you're cool. You might not suck, but I'm still the first, so maybe you do. I'm sorry. But I guess that's it. I don't have anything else to say about it. If anybody has some questions, I'd be happy to answer them. 0 questions. Cool. Great. Thank you. Thank you for playing my game. I hope you liked it, and see you in the next game jam.
Big applause, everybody. So you see, juniors, this is what you should do if you're a pro. And next team, hopefully they are not so evil, but they call themselves Evil Ones. And their game is called Root of Evil. So please, welcome them to the stage. Applause, please.
Okay, so we are the evil ones because obviously roots means root of all evil, which of course is love of money, which is the first thing everyone thought when they heard the theme roots. And the basic idea is that you are the evil character. The main character is evil. You are a capitalist, you love money, you hate workers, and you probably don't pay taxes. IRS probably has some questions for you. And you have angered the justice god. And now you probably want to get away from them. It would be nice to leave alive, but that's like your second objective. The first is to leave with as much money as you can. Right now, there isn't that much variety in the game. We had big plans, but they fell through, unfortunately. And well, I'm not even sure what else to say. There were 4 of us. The artist is a first-time artist, Veronica, who is sitting down. And we are especially happy about the plot that will appear in a moment. very juicy. You can win, you can lose, and you can lose with win with different amounts of money. And when you are lucky and have played really well, you end up with very big bags of money. But if you are not doing so well, then you end up with a very little bag of money, so you will be sad. And then you will replay it again and again. Maybe. Okay, thank you.
Applause. Thank you. I have a question. What was the main inspiration for this game? Why this?
Why this?
Yes.
Okay. We thought about very, very many different themes. But in the end, since no one said exactly what they are very passionate about, I pretty much sort of nudged us in the way that we thought that probably most people won't take. So even if we are not that good technically and stuff, maybe it will at least be interesting.
Thank you. Applause once more. So the next team, their game, they have some treasures actually in their game. And their game is called Route to Treasure. Team Hugo Köks, please welcome them to the stage.
Hello. The counts are gender neutral, so we don't distinguish between that. No, they're not representative of any gender. This is a well, where women can have facial hair. Don't worry about that. Yes.
Did you have Papers, Please as one of your inspirations?
Yes. Essentially, when the theme came roots, the idea was that I had was just so let's make something that is like ancestry, and then like how do you do that? And the first idea was faces, and the first game that came to mind was Papers, Please, where you have the faces.
The visual style is very reminiscent of Papers, Please, so that is very, very good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Big round of applause for them. And the next team has really cute name in Estonian. I don't know how to pronounce it in English. And the team is called Jurepall. And with the game, it lives in the roots. Big round of applause for them, please. Welcome them to the stage.
So hello. It lives in the roots isn't like typo or anything because the theme of the game is has something to do with leaves and roots. So basically, we have a broken floating leaf simulator. So I have nothing to talk about other than what we plan to doing. So our initial imagination was some undefined idea of some kind of visual novel that kind of depicts the circle of life, which is like from leaves to the from leaves through decomposing till the roots and then grows again. Yeah, so we had like some ideas on different kinds of biomes, like which each would have depicted different kinds of these so-called elements like air, fire, earth, and water. And so yeah, basically we couldn't really come up with we couldn't really progress towards that goal, so we opted onto something easier, which was the, like you see now, like one of the ideas was also to make it a side scroller, so the leaf would have to accelerate towards the endless kind of in an endless kind of fashion, and the player will just have to evade the different kinds of obstacles. And yeah, so as you can see, we did a very good we implemented very well the universal render pipeline with the 2D lights, which I'm proud of. Although I couldn't really, for some reason, I didn't really implement the cookie, so the light would have the outlines like which will coincide with the pixel art theme. But yeah, that's our game, Broken Leaf Simulator.
I have a comment for you. I don't think it's broken. Actually, if you look at it, it is really beautiful, and you have made this awesome. Okay, yeah, now it's broken. Talk too early. Oh, that's fog. Okay, that's a feature. You heard?
Yeah, that's a
That's fog. But I like that you created this parallax effect and everything, and it actually looks pretty cool and looks.
yeah,
It feels amazing.
It's like it's not really a kind of game with goals. It's one of our teammates who isn't there told it's kind of meditative. So yeah, I could see it now.
Yeah, it's a shooting.
Yeah. Exactly, like a walking simulator, or like the indie game with Fox is walking. That one, I even thought about that one. Yeah.
I really like the movement of a leaf, and I think if you take this as a prototype, you could actually make this into something.
Yeah. We will work on it. So so save that itch.io link somewhere.
It's nice as well.
Yeah, because we had strong artists and not so strong programmers.
I actually don't know about this because someone had to make the parallax effect, and I don't think these were the artists. I think those were the programmers. I remember if I was a junior, I couldn't make things like that you did. Look and like feel so alive. So still it is shooting experience. It isn't like a regular game, but it's something else. So nice job. Thank you. Big round of applause for them. And the next team has an interesting name. Forgive me if I pronounce it wrong or if I say something wrong, but Ta21E Polu. And with the game, the Ballad of Jimmy the Worm and the Attack of the Ant Nation. Are you here with us today? Nope. Are you on
Yes, hello.
Discord?
No, I'm here. Yes, I'm on Discord. Hello.
Hello. Hello. Can you?
Hello.
Okay, we can hear you.
Yes, hello.
1 second, I will turn your volume up.
Okay, is it good?
Yeah, it's better.
Should I share my own screen?
Yes, share your game, please. Don't share your screen.
Yes, will do. Had it on. Okay, let's do it this way. There we go. I mean, for some reason, I doesn't want to attack the game. Or maybe it does. Okay, I mean, yeah, Discord isn't detecting the game, so sadly there will not be audio or something.
Okay.
But well, anyways, yes, hi. This is our game. It looks very goofy, as you can see. So what our idea was basically we didn't really have a plan for the roots theme because we were like roots and we thought very little of it. So we just have like 3 roots, and the idea we came up with was that basically Jimmy's home was attacked by ants and termites, and it was his duty to now defend it from them. All of the art is basically done by hand. It was my first time doing pixel art, so it took a bit of time. But I'm very happy with how it turned out. I don't know. We had bigger plans, but they kind of fell through after we started encountering a lot of errors in code and stuff. But that's probably due to our inexperience in coding, since this is basically our first time making a game at all. But I don't know. I mean, I'd say that's like basically most of what I can say about it. I don't know what else I can say.
If this is your first game, then I think many of us don't want to show our first games. So
Well,
really nice job.
Thank you. We went through many hardships.
I have a comment as one of the jurors in that I saw that you used the image of an ammo box from Rust, and just as a comment for next game jams, that we hope that you use assets that you've made yourself or that are free to use. So I don't think the Rust box ammo box asset is in the common vein. But other than that, the game is nice. Well done.
Thank you. Well, I didn't know where my teammate took it from, and I didn't bother asking. So we will remember it for the future.
Does anyone
Bye,
else
guys.
have any questions in the audience in Delta? Nope. Thank you. And big round of applause from Delta is coming for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And next game is a mission. It's a rescue mission by Team Hania. Are you here with us today?
Hello, can you hear us?
Yes, we can.
Super. So, can you also see us?
1 second. 1 second.
No, it's the wrong
Can,
screen.
Can you share your game, not your screen? Otherwise, we can't hear the audio.
So, do you see us? Do you hear us?
Yes, we can hear you, but
Super.
I think we can't
This,
hear the hear the game if you have any music
we
or
don't have
audio.
any music, but
Okay.
this is our 2D platformer pixel art game that we did. This is also our first one. You're on a mission to save 10 of your relatives who have been kidnapped. You can roam around the map and collect items. Also, you need to find your relatives that have been kidnapped. They will provide you information to find other relatives. So we will see. We will find one relative that has been kidnapped. The plan we had is that we wanted to add some weapons to the game, but we didn't manage to get it on time. So we added some objects that you can collect. But in the future, there will be enemies that you can kill that are the kidnappers. And basically, you can roam around the world, collect items, and rescue your relatives. Here in very soon, we will find one relative and we can speak to him. And he can where we can what's coming up next. So there he is. And we can communicate with him and he gives us information. Let's see if he told us the truth. And yes, indeed, there are spike traps. Oh no, we died. So that is our game. Thank you.
Thank you. Does anyone have any questions? Nope. I think everyone are also eager to play it again. And I personally like the thing you did. I want to say, what's your experience in game development? I want to ask.
Our experience kind of was zero. One team member had some experience with 3D design, and it is also our first game jam. So no experience at all, you can say so.
That's awesome. Big round of applause. Thank you for showing your game. And the next team forgot to register, unfortunately, but they made it to the list. And their game's title is Kalevipoeg. Kalevipoeg, are you here? Oh, you are here. Awesome, yes.
Hello, hello. So, yes, our team name is actually based on a true story. We did forget to register. Happy to be here. I was not sure if I was going to be here. So, how many of you know who is Kalevipoeg? Okay, so who doesn't know, then Kalevipoeg is from Estonian roots. He's a mystical character from Estonian literature. So we decided to make at first roots of two kinds. So roots in the Estonian literature and also add into the game routes, physical routes that you would have to use to get through the levels. The game itself is a platformer, and we have instructions, and Kalevipoeg, of course, with his trusty sword, and you can move around the map, you can swing your sword. There is amazing audio in the background you hear. This was made by Tim here. And you have enemies. The first enemy is a wizard, because Kalevipoeg, as you all know, battles evil. You can kill him, he dies. And you can also just ignore them. You don't have to kill the enemies. You can get to next level. You have a option screen as well. And here we will soon see a new enemy, I believe. Yes, so this is Satan. We have 4 teammates. Me, I'm a junior programmer. This is my first week learning Godot. We have 2 remote teammates who are, one of them is a artist and the other one is a programmer who's worked in Godot for a little bit longer than I have. And my good teammate Tim here, who has done all of the audio and sound effects for this game. All credit goes to him. Yes, we can listen to the song. I believe it's around 2 minutes. I think we can questions.
I had a question regarding the combat design. Is that the design was in a bit off in a way that the enemies have too much health and they do too little damage, so it was more effective to avoid them constantly. So was this something that was like intentional, or it was kind of time crunch coming on?
I'm very glad you asked. This was actually completely intentional. The idea behind it was that Kalevipoeg is mostly known for his strength, but he is also very wise. So for that reason, when you play him, you have to be wise. You have to choose which battles to take and which battles to leave. So it was completely intentional.
Leave it in the game as text that you are wise and you don't have to pick all your battles.
Yes, that is a good point. I ran out of time at the end.
Also, just want to add another question. I really love the animations. They look really cool. I have no clue how you made them, but they look really lively and everything. So good job on the aesthetics part.
Yes, credit goes to. He's probably watching in Discord. So good job.
Yeah, and I like that you actually went back to the roots of Estonian people. So that's really awesome. I hope, we need more games like these, because Estonians need to know more about their mythology and stuff like that. So thank you.
Why didn't you use Estonian in the game?
Well, because we want everybody to experience the Estonian culture and to understand it.
Very good answer.
Okay, thank you. Big round of applause for them. And this is actually the end of the Junior League. I hope you like those games. I personally love them, especially considering that for some of the teams had team members who had their first game jam ever. So really, really big applause from Delta to everyone who participated in the junior league right now, please. But I guess you want to see the next league. Am I right? I can't hear you. What? What? Can Discord hear us?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for that. So let's continue with the pro team, and first team is Another Portal with game Other Mortal. Please welcome them to the stage.
So the names are intentional. So if you ask, so we were, yeah. Okay. So I hope some of you at least played this game. All the sounds were original, made by me today morning. So the basic idea was inspired from Portal. And we thought we would make some kind of puzzle game with the tying concept. Unfortunately, as things are with Unity, some features didn't work. We were supposed to teleport back to the start once you used the E on the keyboard. So you would have had to make more strategically your decisions while bouncing around. We had several difficulties doing this game. We had also first timers in this event. Two 3D artists were actually first time here, and we accepted as pro. So it was a fun journey for them, I hope. They saw how things at game jams usually are. Everything is broken. He's almost there. He's actually the most experienced one. He programmed it. So he knows all the tricks.
What is with the graphical overlay, the red?
Yeah, it's also broken because of the build. It worked fine before the build, so.
It looks okay. I was just asking if it had a purpose.
Yeah, and I have also a small thing to say to you. If something is broken, then you never say it's broken.
Of course.
Yeah, it's a feature.
Well, as we said in the description, this is the easy mode.
Yeah,
Just unlock the God mode.
I looked at the options, and you had a body count like slider.
Yeah, it was also meant to be at some point, but we forgot actually to take
I thought
it out.
my laptop crashed because of it, because it started to lag a lot when I made a lot of bodies, but.
It wouldn't have been the issue if we had the normal way for the game.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you took my advice to add some voice acting in the game. I think that's a cherry on the top.
Yeah, I actually loved the journey today. My morning was quite fun because of that.
This is the Kristo Männa element that wins game jams.
I guess that's it.
Thank you. Big round of applause for them. And the next team, I think they are online, is Team AGC with the game High and Prevent. Can you hear us? Team AGC, are you there? It seems they are not on Discord. We will continue with them later. So the next team will be Team Clonade with the game Dash to Death.
So hello, I'm from the team Clonade. So the name is picked because we feel like clowns doing this game. But so our team, so team for the pros, where you must die, and we came to this game with the idea that yeah, you can just start playing. So what if in the game you must die? So you as a player must die, and this is your winning condition. So our team is around ninjas who needs to kill their brothers, but they really don't want to do it, and so they are ready to kill themselves. So the gameplay is that you need to jump in front of the weapon of your enemy, and then you will win. And doing this, you need like dodge your weapon so you don't kill your enemy. And this is really hard because you don't control the weapon. The weapon is going to the way you are moving, so you just lost here. Mostly we worked with, we created single and multiplayer at the same time. And in the end, we just didn't follow through with the multiplayer, and then we just crunched the single player in. But then, after some time, we we found out that we created prototype of a multiplayer. So actually, we can showcase the multiplayer now. So if you're going in, we have one teammate with a laptop. Oh yeah, you can create a lobby. So we created lobby manager, we created relay. So here we are waiting for a player, and now our teammate is joining, and we can go online, but we just see each other and we cannot hit each other. So I think we really wanted to do it into a multiplayer game, because I think it would be really fun to just dash around and dodge and trying to hit the enemy's weapon. Yeah, so yeah, we created really great game for our gaming experience. So yeah, that's it. And we created the last level of the single player that it needs to be real hard. So there's bot that is not dashing, he's just dodging your attacks on his weapon. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you. Big round of applause for them. Next team is a really a tongue twister for me. But let's try to say it. Macro-Asian macaques. By okay, macaques. By with the game Skele attack. Please, are you here? Yes, thank you. Applause, please.
So, hello. We started out with the grand goal of making a functional multiplayer game, and also we are really somewhat like motivated to make somewhat of a like a rogue or a slasher type of game that was like satisfying to play, while also so the roguelike element came from the theme. So in order to progress in the game, you must die, and after dying you can actually upgrade your next run with the amount of coins you earned from killing enemies in the first run. And multiplayer is also functional. Unfortunately, it doesn't work across operating systems, so we can't show it right now. Afterwards, you can do a quick test with 2 Linux machines. Maybe it will work. So the Windows and Linux builds are also a bit different because the build settings weren't quite aligned. So the Linux build doesn't have as much post-processing as the Windows build does. Main mechanic is just there are skeletons, and you punch them with an axe. There are some screen shake effects. There's a moderately large world to explore. And as the waves go on, the skeletons will become tougher by the effect of being faster, so it's harder to evade them. And at some point, they will actually be faster than your player, so it will become quite hard. And I hope we can see also one of the upgrades, which isn't guaranteed to come because all the upgrades are randomized, so we'll only see 3 of the possible upgrades every time you end the game. And one of them is a special ability. So, Gert, you can try to die at some point. Yes, so there are some examples here. Unfortunately, not the grand prize. Any questions in the meantime?
What is your main multiplayer interaction? I did find another person in a server when I was testing the game, and then the other person just kept running away from me, and I wanted to kill them, but I couldn't. So you can't help your friends by killing them to get upgrades, I understand.
Yeah, so the multiplayer is more like co-op focused, but it's also a kind of like a rivalry co-op, because you can't hurt each other, but only the person who kills the skeleton gets the coins from the kill. So you can actually steal kills from the other players. The multiplayer integration is at times a bit wonky, but it mostly works most of the time.
The visual aesthetic reminds me of Valheim, and I really like it. The fog effect, or parallax, not parallax, is really nice, and the 3D effects.
And yeah, one thing, I don't know how many of you managed to get the multiplayer lobby working. Nice. Did you notice that you can't see the other player's weapon? Because you can't. Kind of a bug. But animations are mostly synced across multiplayer. Still no luck. Okay.
Okay. Thank you for that. Big round of applause. And the next game is Suitsiidi indiviidid by Team Moosikök. Please give them big round of applause.
Right. So I need to disclose that this is not the version that people got for rating. We had a visual overhaul. Some assets were added in later to better distinguish hiding places and the objects. But the story behind the kind of gnarly name is that we had the domain suitsidiindiviidid.ee laying around. We bought it with Michael one night. And so this theme seemed too good of a fit, but the game is actually about sabotage. Main inspirations are Among Us and Barotrauma for this sort of visual aesthetic. Wait, he'll finish it in a second, yeah. And so he has hacked the system successfully. There's different types of objectives or mini games placed around the map, and you need to avoid these guards. None of us had experience in Godot, so this was quite getting started was quite a challenge. But I think we got it working mostly. Any more points?
How is this tied to the theme?
Sorry?
Just wondering, how is this tied to the theme?
Yeah, so you die in the end. So it's you, but it's also like you, right? So.
But must you?
Sorry?
Must you die?
Yes, you must, because you're on a submarine and you have to sabotage it. So.
Yeah, the submarine is going to attack the country that you are sent from. You're a spy, and the only way to stop it in time is to go down with it. So sabotage the submarine, so it would explode. Yes, explode because we ran out of time. So there's just a explosion.png in the end.
I have also a question, like, why did you choose Godot if you don't have any experience with this?
It was going to be exciting and difficult. So it was exciting and difficult.
Okay. You are in the pro mode, in the top pro mode.
Yeah, what's the point of playing if you're not playing hardcore? So.
Yeah. Okay.
Win
That's
big, lose
awesome.
big.
Okay. Does anyone else have any questions? Nope. So thank you and big round of applause for them. And for the next game is Body Count by Team Murderers with a High. Big round of applause as they enter to the stage.
All right, we made the game body count, and it's a simple platformer, as you will soon see, with a very simple twist. When the character dies, it drops its body, and you can use it as an element. Let's see if.
I have a question about double meanings.
Already,
You
okay.
have click to move, and then you have arrow keys as well. Which is it? Is it clicking or arrow keys?
Well, we can try it in real time. Maybe you want to try with both of those.
No, I tried clicking with a mouse. It didn't work.
Oh, I see. Oh. Well, I don't know what to say here, but I guess you have to leave something up for intuitiveness. So this is our first level. You can try out dying here and see what it does. See, it dropped the body and now the enemy is kind of stuck because the body is in the way. This is the second level. This is the first one. You didn't actually have to die in to complete the level. In this one, our new 2x2 character can only jump 2 blocks high, but the step is 3 blocks, so it has to die in order to give itself a stepping stone. Now let's just wait for the slow enemy to come out so we can go around him. So we tried to make the levels themselves as much of a tutorial as possible, in the sense that, well, now you have to restart it. Every level a new aspect is introduced, so the first 3 levels we see what the 3 different characters are. In the 4th level there will be another new mechanic. Yeah. So there's this new kind of element in there which changes your character to the color that is displaying. And here you had to change it because you couldn't get through the tunnel yourself as a 2x2 character. And I guess I'll just let Henry do some quick gameplay to show you what puzzles could really be.
Was Thomas Was Alone an inspiration for this game?
I'm sorry, what?
Okay, I assume you haven't heard it then. There's an indie game called Thomas Was Alone, where you have to platform as different shapes. And then there is a story or narrator who tells the feelings of the shapes.
Okay, yeah, no, but since you mentioned inspiration, a surprising amount of inspiration we got from Ultimate Chicken Horse when we thought about what elements to put in here.
I like the 1-bit art style. I had to bring it out because your artist tried to use 1-bit art style. You didn't mention it.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yes.
Does anybody else have any questions? From Discord, maybe? Nope. Thank you, and big round of applause for them. And the next team is Team Padiator with the game Quest for Valhalla. In Discord, yes? Okay. So can you hear us?
Yes, hello, we're here.
Okay, I will stop my sharing. Can you share your game, please?
Yeah, just a second. So yeah, our game is Quest for Valhalla. We made it together with Oscar and You can see the screen, right?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay. In this game, you play as a Viking who has lived long enough and wants to go to Valhalla. But to reach it, he must die in the most glorious battles. Otherwise, they do not go to Valhalla. So, in this game, it's a platformer where you have to move to the right as long as you can and find a worthy enemy. Yeah, at the end of the game, this stage, there is a boss, and it's a mountain who is really big, and you have to kill it. The sprites are mostly ours. The only things which aren't are the bat and the tiles themselves, but everything else is made by us.
I absolutely love the walk cycle of the Viking. It's funny.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, and the spinning spiders, that's a feature, it adds to the game.
Just wanted to ask, what are these spiders doing?
Oh, I thought they were flying swastika monsters.
It's a defense mechanism.
Yeah, a defense mechanism. It's harder to hit them. But yeah.
Does anyone have any questions for them? Yeah.
When playing, I noticed that once you basically get in front of a big mountain and keep walking into that, the spiders will just ignore you. For example, if you go down there on a mountain and wait for a spider, it will crawl on you.
Once they meet you, they become your friends. So they're friendly spiders, actually.
Okay.
Okay, does anyone else have any comments?
I understand this is the point of you must die and you want to go to Valhalla, but everything is peaceful. This is no way for a warrior to die, right?
You must die to the final boss. Here it is.
Even the boss refuses to give you a glorious end.
Yeah, but once you kill it, you can think that it falls on you, and you won.
You have to leave some for the imagination.
Okay, thank you. Big round of applause for them. And the next team, Suht Tuhkur, comes and presents their game Afterlife Party from Discord. Yes?
Yes. Here.
Awesome.
Can you see it? Can you hear it?
We can see it. We can't hear anything right now.
Okay, it might not be able to share sound. We tested it before. It might be a feature.
Okay.
In game there is music, but yeah, over Discord it has trouble with it.
One second. Sorry, sorry for interrupting. But are you sharing your game, not your screen? From Discord, I mean. Can you please look?
Application window. Game.
Okay, we still can't hear it. So I guess we have to watch it without sound then.
Yeah, unfortunately. The idea was that my teammate and I pretty quickly decided we don't really want to go down the path of a classical death, like die idea. So we thought, okay, what's the fun version of that? And it was that there's this little witch that wants to go to a party, but in order to do that, she needs to be dead because it's a party for dead people, for spirits. And you can choose your stats, which you are gonna be playing with. And
We
the
actually
idea.
cannot see what you're doing. The screen is frozen. Oh, it updated. Everything is great. Let's go.
And the idea is that maybe if you beat all of the guardians of the undead, and maybe they'll let you into the party. So to the afterlife. First off, we have Cerberus.
It's frozen again.
Man, that's not my fault.
We can see the mouse moving, but we can't see. I don't think it's frozen actually. We can see the mouse moving, so
we can see points, and you're already in the battle, right?
Yes.
then it's my fault. Then it's frozen. Yes.
Wow.
Imagine. Keep talking.
Imagine we're now fighting a Valkyrie and we're winning a race. The idea of the game is kind of like risk management. So you see how you're doing with a progress bar, and then you can choose if you want to play it safe, if you're going to go for normal, if you want to play it risky. And since you are a little witch, you can cast spells or distract them in order to maybe win. But it's somewhat up to chance, somewhat up to your stats, and a few of your stats also play a part in how well the spell does, or distraction. We aimed pretty low as ambitions go because we're both professional artists, but not professional programmers. So it was a challenge. In the end, it was fun, I think. And pretty cool thing came out.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but maybe if you share your screen now, maybe we can. Oh wait, we can see something now. Now it's not frozen anymore.
I feel like it freezes if I go into the game, but if I come out of it.
Yeah, it seems to be that.
Okay. So
You have that kind of a magical game that breaks the score. Okay, does anyone have any questions?
I just like the art so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, same here, and I think I can speak from Delta also on behalf of everyone. Your art style is really great. So thank you for showing your game. Big round of applause for her and her team. And the next game is Super Potato by the Three Stooges. Big round of applause, please. Can you hear us?
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Let me just try to share my screen as well.
Hopefully the Discord is still alive and doesn't break anymore.
So it's visible.
Yeah, and we can hear. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. So we're just a small group of 2 artists and a beginner programmer that would just try to make something silly called Super Potato, who wants to be turned into a delicious food. And specifically, a mashed potato. But his idea was to convince his old villains to maybe help him with it. So we kind of make it like a small choice-based game at first, so we could find out like some silly outcomes. Like, what if you take a violent route? Starts to shake violently like a mad maniac. And what happens? The potato shakes it too hard. That pest control comes and takes the raccoon away. So at first, our plan was to make at least like 3 tiers. So at least that like a small story that will come out to reach your quest to become the perfect mashed potato. Your quest to die. But I can say the process was challenging, I would say. It was quite, how should I put it? Interesting, as it was our first time just trying to put something together that when we were always like the background team, we were told what to do. So it was a bit hard at first. You see, to be continued, because since we weren't sure what how to process the workflow that we accidentally had to restart the whole process a day before. But I would say the whole thing, the small idea of like a potato trying to become a mashed potato with the help of his villains is silly but interesting, I would say. Oh yeah, it was. Oh, sorry.
Okay, thank you. Does anybody have any questions? I personally like the potato art style you are doing, potato character. So great job on that.
Thank you.
No questions from the audience. Big round of applause for you and your team. Thank you for presenting.
Yeah, they were awesome. Thanks.
And now we have the final game. It's about aliens. It's about dancing. It's a really popular game, actually. I think most of you guys have played it before in some kind of a party or somewhere. Team Extraterrestrial Taxes with Mortal Chairs. Applause.
Thank you. Thank you. Can you hear me?
And where are they? On Discord?
Yeah, I'm here. Hello.
Hello, we can hear you. But can you speak louder, please?
How about now? Better?
Now it's better. Thank you.
Okay, cool. I'm launching the game. One moment.
Sure thing. Take your time. Until we get to see it, I want to please raise your hands if you have played not that bloody version of this game in real life. Oh, there are many of you. That's awesome. So this game must have been fun for you. But don't try this at home, please. So I think we can see it now. Or maybe it froze.
Okay, I think it's good. Can you see
Yeah,
it?
we can see it.
Wait a moment. I have the push to talk on, so it's kind of annoying. Let me open the mic. Oh, hello?
Yes, hi, we can hear you.
Oh, God damn it. It's just, I forgot how to deactivate the push to talk. Kind of annoying. So, can you guys see my mouse moving at all?
We only can see the chairs, the play credits quit buttons and the chairs, the logo, but nothing else. Maybe you have to share your screen because I remember you had a different type of, like, you didn't have this one window with full screen. Maybe you have to share your screen then. Maybe it works better.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if that makes a difference. Share my substream, change windows. Single player, what's going on? This is unshareable. Jesus Christ.
Okay, now we can see the game. I think. Okay,
There is a background there.
that's
No, I think there's something. There is like an overlay. Let me see if I can try just sharing my whole screen.
okay. Okay. How many jammers would want to play similar game, the not so gory game of this in real life today? Why not? Okay, I see. You are sleepy. No worries. Maybe next time.
Where is the game? Oh, what the hell, man?
It seems that this stream doesn't want to cooperate with us, so if you can. Okay, now something came. Let's see what it is. And not successful thing. Seems that our Discord has given up and wants to go to sleep too.
Hey, what happened with Discord?
I will give you some time to figure it out what's going on. I will just have to say, I want to ask if Team AGC is here now on Discord. Have they joined? I guess not. So until you get your thing working, I would like to ask a judge a question. You played this game, yes?
I did play this game.
Yeah, that was a correct question. I mean, answer. And please describe it. Describe it for us.
Well, at first in the test phase, since there were no controls, I didn't know what to do, and the game just kept playing itself. But then I asked the developer to add controls, and then I understood what to do. So I finally knew what was needed of me. You have to use WASD to move, and the other button was space bar. And with that, you could hit or use weapons. I will leave the rest of the game description to Bright.
Well, it was basically you tried to sit on chairs, but other people wanted to sit on a chair as well. So you had to punch them so they couldn't sit. Pretty straightforward.
So we are trying to imagine what we could see on Discord right now, but are you getting these issues resolved? Or
I can seem to, if I share one thing, the other thing disappears. It's just
But,
this extra window overlay.
Is it okay if I present something? Who knows how to play this game very well? Who wants to be a playtester? Okay, Ralph. Big applause for him.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Thank you.
Ralph is saving today. I will find the game from here, and
in the meantime, I can describe what we were saying. So basically, yeah, as you guys know, we tried to put up the idea for the Pro League that it was You Must Die. We came up with the concept of choosing the chair game that is quite popular. Like mostly everybody knows how to use it, and the spin there is like, if you lose the chair, you must die. So that's how we managed to stay on team. And initially, we were also like wanted this to make a multiplayer, but we just kept it conservative and went for the single player. But all the necessary things for making it multiplayer is there. The idea is that you can play the game with your friends, but at the moment it's just AI, and so you need to punch your way in to make sure you have a chair. And we did some. I did some kind of retro-ish pixel art style, keep the animations like as simple as possible. And Cristo will work on the code. And basically you just keep fighting until you're the last man standing. It can be almost like a chair deathmatch kind of thing.
Hold on a second. Was that gun and hand asset taken from Counter-Strike Global Offensive?
You
have to answer quick, otherwise we'll disqualify.
I think that was the last edition, but I'm not sure if it comes from there.
That was a correct answer. Yes. We won't disqualify you.
Excellent, nice. But yeah, that is most with to the game. We didn't went more ambitious with that, or add a store or buy items, stuff like that. That would be too much. But yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you. Does anybody have any questions? Something they would like to know about this game even more? I won't know that you want to play it yourself today. I know it, you are sleepy, but any questions, comments? Nope. Thank you for presenting and thank you, Ralph, for helping us out. So big round of applause. And actually, this is it. People on Discord, is someone there who hasn't presented their game and wants to present their game? I don't think so. So let's continue with other things then. Do you know what time it is? Okay, but before award ceremony, actually, Ralph, do you have something to say? Do you want to say? Okay, so let's hear what Ralph has to say to us.
Take too long. I just wanted to say a few things. Oh shit! Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I'm tired as well. Okay, I'm tired as well. Anyway, I wanted to say a few things about like game development as a whole and what you can actually do with it. And I think we all had like a great 48 hours. We probably learned a lot. I did learn a lot, and there's like a lot of fun stuff that just happened. But there are probably like 3 questions that might be in your head. Like they might be, they might not be, but I think you guys can kind of resonate with this question. So the first question is, you like game dev now, and what do you do next? The second question is, you already like game dev, and what do you do next? And these 2 have the same answer, so it's pretty easy. The third question has a different answer. I don't like game dev. What next? Well, just don't come to the next game jam still, but you don't have to do it as a career. You can still try it. It's still fun, I think. But if you don't like it, no judging. It's totally fine. It's just I just wanted to add that because I thought that was funny. What? Somebody? Okay, never mind. Anyway, but what's the answer for the first 2 questions? So first of all, I think everybody should like kind of try to understand what game dev can be for them, for you. It's really like a open thing. It could be a hobby. It's like gaming. You could do it in game jams. You could just do it in your bedroom. Do it like just fun projects, like Krista Menna does. I think Krista Menna always does like fun memeful projects. Yeah, applause to Krista Menna. I don't know who it is, but somebody calls Krista Menna the father of games in Tartu University. I think that's Daniel.
Yes, I did, because he was the one actually who started with those game jams. Of course, we have more people in there, but he was the main guy who was doing these before I got into this. So big applause for him.
Yeah, he's great.
But actually, before that, Raimond Tunnel, who is actually our CGVR lab head, has done many game jams before, not in the name with the title of University of Tartu Game Jam, but with APT generator. So big round of applause for him too, because he has been mentoring us and trying to make these game jams better in University of Tartu with his experience. So big round of applause for him, and we hope he's watching us, and thank you for that, Raimond.
Anyway, so you could be like Krista Menna. It could also be your passion. It's like more of a hobby. It's more than a hobby. You do it like you do it as a form of art. It's like your way of expressing yourself, or it can even be your career. If you really want to do it, you could do it for money. You could do it for big companies. You could do it for like. It's cool. It's a lot of things that it can be for you. So I think the first question that you have to answer is this one. But then how do you get there? And I think I can say how to get there because I've been through this journey. I've been like you guys in my first game jam, and then just started loving game dev a lot and really gone through every single one of those. I want it to be my career. I want it to be my hobby. I want it to be my passion. So I've been there. And how to get there is, well, first of all, like join game jams. You're doing the first step already. It's really cool because game jams are just great for practicing to get your portfolio together. It's amazing. So good job. Join more game jams. We have one more game jam this year. So it's great. Please do. Second of all, experiment. Like, don't be crazy like that guy, but you can just try random stuff in Unity, try random stuff in Godot, and it's cool. Maybe something cool happens. Maybe an explosion happens. Maybe you make a game that will be the next Minecraft. You don't know that, so feel free to try out and then fail. I think we all know how failure feels like, and especially in game jams, failure can happen. It's not bad. It's good because you're gonna learn from it, and nobody can really take those experiences away from your brain. It's still there. So don't be afraid to fail. It's always great. And another question I want to answer is how to find help with this journey. So, you're already on a game jam, so you could also join Discords, different communities. There's a community in Estonia, actually an organization, Game Dev Estonia, that really is trying to bring the whole game dev scene together in Estonia. The QR code is for the Discord, so if you ever feel like you want to do more game dev, then I would recommend joining the Discord. I'll post a link into the Discord, our Discord server as well. And another thing is just team up with your current teammates and do something cool. I've tried it. You're probably gonna fail. You're probably gonna make projects that never finish, but you're still gonna learn a lot. It's still gonna be great for you. So just try it. And I think that's it. If you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer. If you don't, then we can go on with the with these things. So I think you all want these things. That's great. Anyway, thank you, and I hope to see you in future jams as well. It's amazing. It's cool.
Thank you. Of course, there are many awesome organizations out there who are helping us, helping the game developers in Estonia. But let's give a big round of applause for University of Tartu Institute of Computer Science and Computer Graphics and Virtual Reality Lab and MITS for creating this awesome event. Big round of applause for them. Without them, we wouldn't be here. And of course, we have sponsors. Sponsors who actually gave a lot things, also cash prizes, for you, the jammers, the winners of the University of Tartu Pro Game Jam 2023. And we start off with juniors. So we will be revealing, okay, right has stopped me, but we will be revealing what you got. The first 3 get prizes. The same applies with pros. The first 3 get the prizes. And let's start with number 5, because there were so many of you this time. Actually, this is the record for our game jams. The number of participants were over 60 people, so it's a really great number. But okay, can I hear a drum roll, please? So the 5th place goes to Kalevipoeg. You can stay here. Sorry, you can stay there. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, of course. Okay. Okay, thank you. So the 4th place goes to, drum roll, please. Ancestors Origins. Big round of applause for them. What about the third place? The third place must come down here. So the third place. Big drum roll. Even bigger. Oh. It lives in their roots. Thank you. So big round of applause for them. You must be actually eager to hear what else they got, because as our game jam is not only it's a hybrid game jam, it's on site on Delta, in Delta and in Discord. So they also got gift cards from Lockin, Escape Room, and games from Keen Software House Studios. So thank you for our sponsors, and thank you for making this awesome game. Big round of applause. Thank you. And the second place of Junior League. Drum roll, please. Goes to the Root of Evil. Please come here. Big round of applause for them for making this great game. And they get also awesome stuff, and they get also gift cards from Lockin and games from Green Software House. So thank you. And now the winner of Junior League. And I must say, actually, the winner of Junior League, it's also a cash prize. Because pros do, but we decided that juniors also must be boosted up somehow. So we are giving the first team a cash prize. In a moment, I will say what it is, but let's hear the drum roll, please. So the first place is Route to Treasure. Please come here. Big round of applause for them, and they get 400 of euros cash prize from Simple Magic. And they get Odin Inspector licenses, and they get lock-in gift cards, and they get Keen Software House games. So big round of applause for them. They did a great job. Thank you. And now, the moment you have waiting, because it's a pro jam, yes? So I guess pros are most important, and I guess the first place of pros is really, really valuable. So, but let's start with number 5 and 4, because it's a tradition. We can't break it. So the 5th place goes to, drum roll please. Dash to Death. Big round of applause. And the 4th place goes to, drum roll. Afterlife Party. Big round of applause. And now the 3rd place. They get Odin Inspector licenses. They get Steam gift cards. They get games from Warhorse Studios, which are really, really also really awesome supporters this year from far away. And 3rd place goes to even bigger drum roll, even louder, louder. And 3rd place goes to Skill Attack. Skill Attack. Skill Attack. Skill Attack, sorry. Big round of applause. Big round of applause for them. Skill Attack. And the 2nd place. Drum roll. Mortal Chairs. And Christo is coming. The father of UT Game Jams. As Ralph and I said. Big round of applause for Christo and his team. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 1st place. Drum roll, drum roll.
Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll,
Even
drum roll, drum roll,
bigger,
drum roll, drum
louder.
roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll,
More louder.
drum roll.
More louder. Body count. Please come here. And of course, you ask what they get. They get everything that's there from Warhorse Studios. And they get also 3 Odin, not 3, sorry. They get Odin Inspector licenses, and they get a gift card from Safecracker Escape Room. And do you want something else? Okay, you get 600 euros from Simple Magic. Thank you. Big round of applause. And this is it. This is our winner this year. Hopefully we will do good also next year. We had some amazing games. Of course, we had some bugs in the games, but that's just how it is. And sometimes things happen. So thank you, everyone watching us on.
Big applause to Daniel for organizing.
And Ralph too. And
Ralph too.
And Gustav. And actually, I forgot to mention, big round of applause for our judges, Karl-Erik, Simple Magic, Coherence, and also Mitz for making all these dreams come true, organizing this big jam, even bigger this time than it was before, and hopefully it will be bigger next year. So come to okay, I think you are pros, you can come in April, but come next year to our game jams and you will be rewarded. And no bugs anymore, no broken games. Everything will go great then. So see you next time, and thank you for coming.
When is the next one?
Next time, next year. We will be announcing it soon. So thank you, and go to sleep. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching us online. It has been an amazing ride. Goodbye.